Hi everyone, welcome to At Home with Galavante. I'm Christine Dryden, the founder of Galavante, and today we are going to teach you how to fillet a fish. In Europe and I'm at the beach club in Tropez, I have the most incredible fresh fish, but a lot of times the fish is actually not filleted and it's not deboned. The secret is that it is so easy that anyone can actually fillet a fish, but it's a very important self-survival skill actually when you're trying to eat out at a beach club in Europe and there's no one here to teach you how to fillet the fish. So what we have here is this beautiful branzino that we've roasted in the oven at around 400 degrees for about 25 minutes. And we are going to fillet this fish and you will see how easy this is to do. Simple enough, guys. And I also like to have another plate to the side that I can actually discard all the bits that you're not going to want to eat. And believe it or not, you may seem like you're cutting away too much of your fish, but you're not. And it's just really the ends and the things that most people don't want to eat. So the next thing we do is, I am not a skin person. Some people love the skin, in which case you're going to move on to the next step. But for me, I like to take the skin off. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the outer edge of the fish here, as you can see, and I'm going to cut along it so that it's super easy for me to get the skin off. That one little step of taking out the cartilage on the back of the fish is actually going to make your life so much easier. And then at this point, that's when I actually start to peel away the skin with a knife. And guys, you don't need any special equipment to fillet your fish once it's cooked. For me, I've done this with a butter knife in a parking lot of a beach shack in Cuba. So don't think you need any special equipment other than your utensils. Guys, the skin comes right off. And then the next step, once you have the top of your skin off, if you're not eating the skin, is that we're going to flip the top of this beautiful fish with all the meat, and we're going to flip it in half so that the bone is exposed. So as you can see, guys, I flipped just the top and you have a beautiful piece of fish that you can actually serve to your first person. But now you have the whole other side of the fish, and what you need to do now is you need to take the entire bone of the fish out. And you just take your fork and your knife and you slide it very gently underneath your fish, and you can see, because you cut the tail off, it literally comes right off. And guys, your fish is filleted. I know that it just seems so intimidating to try to make an entire whole fish, but whole fish makes your fish actually much more moist, which is why it's always good to cook with the bone in when you can. I know personally that until I learned how to do this from the waiter at La Reserve Beach Club in Tropez, that I never made whole fish like this at home, but now I never make branzino unless it's a whole fish. So it was as easy as that. You have these two beautiful pieces of fish, and as you guys know, I love to present food beautifully. And so when I have guests over, I will take this and I'll plate it and I'll surround it by beautiful roasted tomatoes and basil that's from my windowsill garden. And voila, guys, in about 30 minutes, 25 of which you are actually roasting the fish in your oven, you have yourself this beautiful branzino with roasted tomatoes and fresh basil. And what I always like to do is I like to finish the fish with olive oil, then a tiny bit of Maldon sea salt. I kind of feel like the Salt Bae when I'm putting the sea salt on my branzino. But like I said, it cannot be easier than this. And once again, I have to give a shout out to the waiter at La Reserve Beach Club in Saint-Tropez who taught me how easy it was to roast a whole branzino and how to properly fillet the fish. So, skills like filleting a fish that are critical survival and other important things are always here on At Home with Galavante. And thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you in the next destination around the world.